The WWE news, the wrestling headlines, the breaking news that is flooding in the floodgates here on the Brash and Brazen, the unapologetic, where we pick it up at an all-time high. Your review of Monday Night Raw last night, moment of the night, match of the night, angle of the night, storyline of the night. Is the Demon Finn Balor about to return? We all saw Finn Balor ruin, disgrace, disrespect the World's Heavyweight Championship match between AJ Styles and CM Punk last night. But again, we need your view. This show does not happen. Without you, there is no show and view. Your thoughts, your review, your comments, your sentiments of what we saw, what we got, what we witnessed, what we heard on Monday Night Raw last night. Again, viewers, it is vital to get your thoughts, your opinions, and your comments. But we have some vital breaking news. We got hospitalizations, we got infections, we got neck injuries, we got injuries. We have a lot of WWE news and rumors piling up right here on the Brash and the Brazen. And let's not waste any more of your valuable time. Remember to donate below by clicking the link in the comment section of the video, the pinned comment, the first comment underneath this video in the comment section. Go click my link to support the show, because SeanzViewEnt definitely needs the help of all of you. If everybody donated $1, $2, $5, $10, $50, it would go a long way in preserving SeanzView Entertainment. We start off this huge video with a new leak. Ladies and gentlemen, a new leak coming in. The first leak has to do with a big reveal, ladies and gentlemen. It is being said, it is being read, it is being told online, it is being exposed to those in the know. WWE 2K26 will be hitting the shelves, and according to Gaming Insider, via Deal Labs magazine, WWE 2K26 is currently rumored for release on Friday, March the 13th, 2026, just several weeks before WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. While not officially confirmed by Q2K or WWE, the date would keep the franchise's usual strategy of launching during WrestleMania season, which I just alluded to, which I just said. The same report claims that the game is expected to release on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. There's no confirmation yet on whether it'll hit older gen consoles like PS4 or Xbox One. So for all you gaming fans, for all you fanatics out there now, there used to be a time, there used to be a period, there used to be a point where the Brash and the Brazen would play WWE 2K games, the Raw versus SmackDown, the SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. I used to do gaming on this channel, but then when I blew up with the WWE news and the rumors and the gossip and the speculation and the breaking news, that is the bread and butter. And again, you guys are what makes this show what it is. Now, I could do gameplay again with my commentary of the WWE news and rumors. I could do that again. We'll see. I don't know. It could be an option. It could be a choice. Remember to donate below with a super chat or a super thanks, or become a channel member. Remember to hype up the video, guys. So important, so crucial to hype up the video right now. But we got other news in order. Breaking news. It's just coming across my desk right now. It was a rumor, but now it's all but confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this one. Evil expected to sign with WWE after NJPW exit. Yes, Evil coming to World Wrestling Entertainment. What is that going to look like? Also, we are receiving word at this time that Obafemi's main roster debut date confirmed. It will be as one of the stars in a dominating, what you can only presume is going to be a dominating performance in the Royal Rumble match. Also, a WWE star, a WWE character, a WWE persona is dead, gone, and buried. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was a killing off as well. We are going to get into that, the killing, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, is it going to be thrilling. Natalya completes her character change during last night's Monday Night Raw. Yes, indeed she did. Out with the old. That character is dead. It is gone, ladies and gentlemen. No more old Natalya. Natalya is going to shift. A new day, a new way, a new era for Natalya in the WWE. And that was the headline. That was the title. Natalya's old character killed off. We got all the deaths to report about, ladies and gentlemen. Also, massive injuries last night on Monday Night Raw. The returning Rey Mysterio, the returning Stephanie McCurry, who just, both of them, just came back from injury, are now re-injured. And that is going to be a pivotal thing to look at before the Royal Rumble and going into the Royal Rumble, which we know we are just days away. Also, what is being threatened, ladies and gentlemen? We have a big threatening thing going on, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. Gunther threatened to end Michael Cole's career during last night's Monday Night Raw, just like he ended the career of Goldberg, just like he ended the career of John Cena, and just like it looks like he will end the career of AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Now, I know what report went out there, that AJ Styles said he wants to end it at the Royal Rumble, that's going to be it. He's already finalized it. But again, this could be all part of a swerve to make us all think, oh, AJ's losing. There's no way he's going to win. There's no chance. There's no opportunity. There's no open door for AJ Styles because he is already committed to retiring at the Royal Rumble. That will be, and you know, it almost makes sense that AJ Styles retires at the Royal Rumble because that is where AJ Styles debuted at the Royal Rumble for the WWE all the way back in 2016. So it has been a memorable 10 plus years for AJ Styles in the WWE. Also, coming down the pike, Tommaso Ciampa drops Psycho Killer merch after his exit from the WWE. What do you think about Tommaso Ciampa going back to the Psycho Killer? Is he going to be revamped? Is he going to be rejuvenated? Is this going to be what Tommaso Ciampa needs in his wrestling career? Only time is going to tell on that. Because we all know that Tommaso Ciampa could have been a big deal. I mean, this guy could have been a strong Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion. Hell, this guy could have been elevated to the main event picture as a credible threat. He had the look, he had the aura, he had the presence. He just didn't have that backing, that creative, it's just the building blocks for some reason or another just did not fall in place for Tommaso Ciampa. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a very sad state of affairs. Also, former WWE Champion, former Universal Champion, WrestleMania main eventer headliner, Braun Strowman hospitalized with a sudden knee infection. Yes, you heard that right. A sudden knee infection for the man among men, Braun Strowman, who is hospitalized at this hour. Also, Rusev shuts down Rusev Day chant at the Scotty Bing Arena before Raw in Toronto last night. Ash by Elegance destroys Taryn Terrell. Better cheerleader than wrestler. New talent signs with TNA Wrestling. TNA Wrestling just got a whole lot more extravagant on the latest episode of the Battleground Podcast. Mr. Elegance officially confirmed that he is with TNA Wrestling. Mr. Elegance. Triple H being accused. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, boy, what's this going on now? Always something. Never a dull moment behind the scenes. Sometimes it's more intriguing what goes on backstage than it does inside the ring or on our TV screens. And this is why we do WWE News Rumors multiple times a day, every single day, to keep you in the news, to keep you in the loop on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, and the most definitive. Triple H accused of favoritism after Sami Zayn's sudden push. Ladies and gentlemen, it is being said that the insiders spent minutes breaking down Zayn's positioning, his recent wins, and why they believe that the push simply does not line up with believable storytelling. The conversation began after it was laid out of the current situation on television. Zayn won a fatal four-way in Montreal and is now positioned for a major Royal Rumble match against Drew McIntyre, with WWE clearly leading into regional and cultural connections to amplify crowd reactions. It's being questioned whether WWE is booking for reaction rather than logic. Give it up. Put him over. Let's put him over, because up in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, he wins the fatal four-way. So now we only have 4 matches at the Royal Rumble. Sami Zayn is one of the biggest ones against Drew McIntyre. Are they going to hook or book for the pop in country, or book correctly and let Drew McIntyre just run right through him? Now, Russo didn't hesitate and made it clear that this had been a long-running issue for him. Vince Russo specifically pointed to Zayn's previous wins and how they impacted credibility with casual viewers. We have been talking about this for months and nobody believed us. As a matter of fact, I think some people scoffed. Guys, I got to tell you, this is such a big pet peeve of mine, because I was in that spot and I never ever played character favorites. He's a favorite, man. It's Triple H's boy for whatever reason. Clearly Triple H's boy, and that's what makes wrestling unbelievable. Remember, this is the guy that beat Gunther. Is this the guy that's going to go in there now and beat Drew McIntyre and become the undisputed champion after Drew McIntyre having a very short stint, a cup of coffee with the undisputed WWE title? Is that what the ultimate goal is going to be here? Is that what's going to happen? Wow. And then you give the casual fan sitting at home saying, man, if that were real, he would never beat that guy. Thus your problem. The philosophy was backed up and connected to how wrestling psychology used to be taught. It was also acknowledged the emotional crowd reaction while still questioning the logic behind the booking. Hey, man, when you're Triple H's boy, you could be everything and anything. Man, it's really that simple. Can I issue a serious question? I'm asking you a serious question, guys. I am being dead serious. Please understand this is not personal. I don't know the dude. I know he's got a wife. I know he's got a kid. He's probably a great husband and father. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Then he asked the question at the heart of controversy. What could Triple H's appeal be with Sami Zayn? What am I missing? I am open for somebody to tell me what I am missing. And again, it's that courageous underdog. It's that little engine that could. The problem is that we see it the same way. I wish I could manufacture and take so I would disagree with you, but we lived in the same world for so long. To me, and this is what Vince used to teach us, it's all about appearance. It's all about what you know, Andre the Giant, Big John Studd, those that can be world's heavyweight champion. Do you ever think, let's flip it to Sami Zayn, he has to hear that noise? Nick Nemeth, it was asked to Nick Nemeth about appearance and credibility and reliability and having that look. After all these years, do you think he ever got up in the morning, puts on the old tracksuit and doesn't change before TV that night and goes, yeah, this is what a WWE superstar is all about? Do you think he ever saw that? Do you think he ever says that to himself? Because everybody talks about this, but they don't say anything to him. Why isn't Triple H talking to him about that? I think it's the underdog story that they believe in their mind is still out there, but it's not. It's legitimately driving me insane. It's, Dutch Mantel, good little hand. Yeah, man, he's a good little hand. That's it, a good little man. I'm with you. The discussion wasn't framed as personal attacks, but as a creative debate for two people who have spent years behind the scenes. Still, the comments are bound to strike a nerve with fans who are divided over Sami Zayn's current positioning near the top of the card. Sami Zayn continues to get strong crowd reactions, but questions about realism. And again, a major part of this also has to play in with there's no Kevin Owens. We don't have KO. We don't have Kevin Owens on the main roster of WWE right now, and that is yet another issue, another problem, and that is why Sami Zayn is once again getting the push. But again, the WWE has went to this well many times before with Sami Zayn, but just as soon as it looks like the WWE is going to go all the way, just as soon as it looks like Sami Zayn is going to, break through that glass ceiling, nope, they stop it. They put a red light. They come up with a detour for Sami Zayn right then and there. They stop it dead in its tracks. That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Did the WWE kill off last night, ladies and gentlemen? Did they kill off AJ Styles and CM Punk? Was there a few killing offs last night of WWE superstars at the ending of Raw last night? Of Finn Balor himself killing himself off by becoming the Demon again in the WWE, the return of the Demon to World Wrestling Entertainment. Is that in the cards? Is that what's going to happen? Is that the traction that we are going to receive and that we are going to ultimately get? Will that be the upset, ladies and gentlemen? Also, MJF hits back at Andrade with divorce references after targeting his relationship. Also at this time, we are being told that WWE abandoned. What's the WWE abandoned? What's the WWE up to now? What's up? What's the ups, guys? Well, WWE abandoned plans for an all-woman Tough Enough style show. How Kit Wilson suffered legit injury during WWE SmackDown matches being exposed and leaked online. What really happened during this match on January the 2nd, 2026. Positive update on Elton Prince after a 2-level neck fusion surgery. Very serious, very legitimate, and very real. For him to come out of that is going to be noteworthy for one Elton Prince. A two-level neck fusion surgery. Also, what went down last night in the dream match of dream matches for the world title on Raw on Netflix on Monday night. What you didn't see after Raw with AJ Styles and the best in the world, CM Punk. The footage has leaked. The footage has peaked online, and you can go check that out right now. Also, with Finn Balor ruining the CM Punk and AJ Styles world title match and thus killing it dead in its tracks during the January 26th episode of Monday Night Raw, Who will step up? Who will stand out? Who will be the number one contender for the world title and CM Punk? Now, again, there's been a lot of rumor. There's been a lot of chatter. There's been a lot of whisper that this could be added. Could be. Again, all plans can change. This is why we do multiple videos a day to give you the updates, to give you the developments, to give you the latest, to give you the motives. There is word, there is rumor, there is gossip, there is speculation that Finn Balor could get another opportunity, another chance at CM Punk's world title, especially after the attack and what we saw and what we got last night on Raw. Philadelphia Street Fight title match booked for next week's edition of Raw on Netflix. Also, Javon Evans declares himself for the WWE Royal Rumble after a scary injury on Monday Night Raw. A scary injury scare. Say that 10 times fast. On Raw. Finn Balor denied entry into the 2026 Royal Rumble in a heated backstage segment with Adam Pearce on Raw last night. Again, this could all lead to yet another rematch for Finn Balor. And is there a wedge? Is there questions about Finn Balor and the Judgment Day? Jimmy Uso's absence was addressed and explained on WWE Monday Night Raw last night. Personal reasons for one Jimmy Uso. Triple H accused of letting his ego run wild with WWE 2K covers. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, a former WWE NXT writer is returning to MLW as a producer and a writer. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are receiving word right now that before Raw went on the air last night, a last-minute segment. This goes to show you that things are still changing as the show's about to be on or right before the show's going to go on. Again, pivoting, changing the dynamics, the puzzle pieces, churning. Last-minute segment was added to Monday Night Raw last night before it went on the air, according to those that know, showing that there is still reshuffling going on. There is still organization to go on. Even without Vince McMahon being there, that we're led to believe that Vince McMahon has nothing on the WWE or the creative team. You just never, ever know on those sides of the front, ladies and gentlemen. Also, coming in, with AJ Styles retiring sooner than expected and a change for Finn Balor, we also hear that inside the custom stadium built-in record time for the Royal Rumble 2026. There's a lot of worry from fans that this was built up. It's a makeshift arena. It's a makeshift stadium, that it may not be that comfortable, that it might fall apart, that it might get wrecked. There's a lot of different variables. There's a lot of people that feel like, kind of like WrestleMania 9. It was built in a parking lot. WrestleMania 9, remember that? Caesar's Palace. We all remember WrestleMania 9. It was outside. And again, guys, there's a lot of dynamics. I mean, the stadium, the arena, the timing, how it was all put together so quickly, so fast. The dynamics that go into it, the workload that was put into it. How strong? Can it stand up, or will it implode? Will it explode? Will it fall apart? Will it hold up to the weather? I mean, there's so many different variables that go into this Royal Rumble Stadium, the Royal Rumble Arena. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Also, we are receiving word that Becky Lynch hates ice because it hurts people. Also, Finn Balor snaps after being denied entry into the Royal Rumble. WWE 2K26 King of Kings edition announced, featuring the game Triple H. And as we all know, it is indeed all about the game and how you play it. And it depends on how are you going to play WWE 2K26 when it all comes out. That's what she said. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Powerhouse Hobbs has signed with the WWE. He has signed his contract. That's what you know. But here's what you don't know. Where is Powerhouse Hobbs going to wind up? Where is he going to end up? Is he going to have to go through the ranks of NXT, or is he going to go right to Raw or SmackDown? Now, according to those that know, and this could change, he could have either a very short stint in NXT, or he could land right on the main roster of Raw or SmackDown. That is where we are at right now, viewers, fans, and subscribers, with Powerhouse Hobbs. Where is he going to go? Where is he going to end up? And is also his name, his official WWE name, has been released online. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do. We fine-tune it. We level it. SeanzView Entertainment is going to be the one that leaves you in the platoon for the foon, for the spoon, for the boon, boon, boon. SeanzView Entertainment. Recognize. You better recognize it. You better realize it. You better see it, because it ain't going to be changing anytime soon. Subscribe.